When you have a dream with an animal in it, it's representing a certain type of energy. So the other night, I had a dream with an animal in it in regards to a specific person. It was a bright orange and yellow salamander, and it was in a jar. And the person that was carrying it handed it over to me so that I could take a closer look. But I knew in the dream that it wasn't my salamander because I didn't catch it. It was this other person's salamander. So when I woke up, I immediately was curious about what the heck salamander means. So I find the most helpful, the most beneficial is actually looking up the animal totem power or the animal's energy medicine or spiritual medicine or spirit totem, your spirit animal, looking up things like that. That I feel is going to give you so much better stamp on what that animal represents. So it really depends on your context in the dream in regards to the animal, or if there's another person around, is that animal more connected to the other person or is it connected to you? So that's something to pay attention to. Another thing to pay attention to, your perspective of this animal. Where are you? Are you above the animal? Are you below the animal? Are you running beside the animal or flying or whatever? Or are you the animal? So all of these different things are so important with how you yourself and your life, internal or external, is relating to the energy that that animal represents. So when you do have a dream with an animal in it, pay attention to how you're perceiving this animal, where you're at in the space of this dream. Another thing to pay attention to also is how you are feeling and how the animal is feeling, and kind of like what you can see and what you can't see. If the animal is a specific color, if the animal is doing a specific activity, and how you're relating to that animal. So that to me is a direct representation of whatever's going on in that dream, is a direct representation of you in your waking life and how you're relating to what the energy of that animal represents. That is the key to why paying attention to the types of animals in your dreams is so important. Another little thing, and this, by the way, this is true even if it's a mythical creature, it's true even if it's a creature that's real, the same concept still applies, that it's about the energy of that animal most of the time. Now, every once in a while, you can have like a dream about a specific animal in reality, like your pet, for example. Now, this one's kind of interesting because there's kind of two camps that this can really live in, depending on who you are as a person and whether you even own a pet or not. It could be about somebody else's pet too. What's happened to me personally is I've had dreams where my pets tell me something that they need in waking reality, in actual waking reality, but see, they don't have the words to use to let me know in waking reality. So sometimes it's easier for your pets or your animals to actually visit you in your dreams. So I had a dream one time, this was a while back, I had a dream about swimming around in like scummy pond water, and all these little fishes were like suffocating. And when I woke up, I knew exactly what it meant. It meant that it was time to clean my fish tank. So in reality, you see how that's kind of like connected, and whether you're actually hearing the messages from the animals themselves, or whether or not it's just your subconscious that picks up on the things around you and then feeds you that information through your dreams, doesn't matter, because you're going to be taking positive action in your life towards that animal regardless. So very important to pay attention to that. And obviously, if you're having a dream about somebody else's pet, give them advice about their pet at your own discretion. But even beyond just that, if you have a dream with a pet, think about what that pet represents to you in your waking life. And that's going to be the energy that that pet represents. So like, let's say you have a dog. Well, you can look up the spirit totem or the animal medicine of dog just out of curiosity, but also think about your personal experiences with that animal and what you think and feel around that animal. This also applies to animals that aren't your pets. So like, let's say you have a phobia of snakes. So snakes can be very healing, a very healing symbol in a dream, but perhaps for you personally, snake represents big fears in your life or feeling trapped or entangled. So see, it really depends on who you are and the experiences that you've had in life in regards to dreams and symbolism, because honestly, the internet has a lot of information that's very good, but it really comes down to how you feel about it, what your first impressions are. And that's something that's really important, is what is your first impression? That is so key. And also your feelings. Is it fear? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling scared? Whatever. Just pay attention to the way you feel, where you're at in the space in relation to the animal and what the animal looks like, what it's doing, and then look up the energy that that animal represents. For very small few, very rarely will it be like a premonition type dream, but those are also very important to pay attention to as well. You know yourself better than anybody else, so always take your own interpretation first before taking seriously anybody else's opinions about what they think your dream means for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this brought some clarity to what to do with the symbolism of any sort of animal that appears in your dreams and why it's important to pay attention to that. So I will make more videos in regards to more specific things about dreams and all those lovely things. And I love you so much, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!